So today is finishing setting up the big barrels for the hydroponics. I've got 7 of them here. This one and this one I've already done. This gives you an idea of how unlevel the ground is. You see that bubble? And then we turn it this way. See that bubble? Let's see if you can see how much it's going to have to go up. Right there. That's level. And that is where the benefits of having big rocks comes into play. Oh, thank goodness, no snake. So, that is actually too high. Or no, not enough. It's got to go up more. So, let me go find some rocks. Okay, I'm going to call this good now. It's pretty well level there. This pretty well level there. Come down here. See the rocks? That's what I do to get them level. And I get them level because I want the water as level as possible, because a lot of people only plant one plant in each one. I do a plant on this side and a plant on this side. So I want it level so that way the water and the chemicals all stay pretty even. Now I'll probably get another rock just for safety reasons because of the weight and put under here. Look at that, I can fit the front of my foot under that. So I've now got 3 of them done. 4 more to go. That barrel there is full of broken glass. That needs to go bye-bye. Another one is done. So I'm going to get back with you after we get these 3 done and then do the next step. So I'm sure you can't see it, but I am just filling this up down here, and I'm look at the hose moving around. Yep, that's the other side. But anyway, I'm not filling it all the way up because I still got to put the chemicals in it, and I have to get the levels of the water just right. But I can get the majority of these filled if I fill it up to here. Then that way the water with the nice heat will start warming it up, so it's not 40-degree water coming out. Alright, so the time has come. I filled the 55-gallon drums with water, and I've let them sit for a few days, and the water's nice and warm now. It's not super cold from coming out of the well and stuff. So I'm going to get the chemicals in it, and we're going to get planting today in the hydroponics. So let me show you. The first, this pitcher has some water in it. A lot of instructions will say to mix it separately. I don't. I mix it all together. It gets mixed all together in the 55-gallon drum, so might as well mix it together now. But for a 55-gallon drum, you do a 1/2 cup of Epsom salt. And I go right online. I use Master Blend, and I go right online to get their instructions and their measurements. So the Epsom salt is a 1/2 cup. the master blend and the calcium nitrate is each a cup. So I will just measure that all in, and then I will mix it all up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we do the calcium nitrate, which is 1 cup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I bought this stuff last year. I believe it was right around $35. And for the amount you use, you actually get a lot of hydroponics solution for $35. So in my opinion, by the time you buy fertilizer, compost, all of that, you actually are just about the same amount, if not cheaper. Some say that you don't get quite as flavorful, and that might be true. Last year we liked the flavor. However, this year I am going to be using clay pebbles, and last year I just kept it all in dirt and just kept the dirt watered. So I guess, well, it was potting soil. So I guess in a way it was getting the fertilizer of the other little nutrients that your plants need. So I will say I am going to try the clay pebbles. And it's all an experiment. That's how you learn. You don't learn if you don't try. So I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed up and meet you out at the barrel. I have been mixing this, and I will say I have tried different methods, and I never seem to get all of the calcium to dissolve. I've tried warm water, everything, but it is, as you can see, it's looking like a green smoothie. So it does dissolve to a point, but it does settle too. But now that that's all mixed, see? Another use for it, stir stick. Now, if you look in here, I filled the water just to the bottom of the pot. And it's like that over here. It's just to the bottom. Now I am going to pour this solution in, and that's why I only do a little bit and mix it all together, because I've already got the water measured, and this shouldn't raise it a whole lot. So I just pour it in. Now see, I do see the solution down there still left a little bit. I'll put more water in and mix that up and then dump it in. Okay, so I did a thing. I overfilled. So what are we going to do? I brought out the siphoning hose, and I'm going to siphon some back in there, dump it back in that. I'm going to do it a couple times, and then the little bit I do take out of this, I'll put it in the next barrel so we don't waste. Take the siphoning hose. Trying not to splatter. There we go. Get it a little faster. Okay, that should be enough. And then I just gonna mix it all back up in real good. Dump it real quick. And we got some more to go. Now it looks like I'm mainly got Epsom salt. Alright, and as you can see, we are once again chemicals in. The water's right to the bottom. And it's right to the bottom there. Just adjusting it a little bit. And we're ready for plants. But before I start planting, I'm going to get the other barrels done. Okay, on this barrel over here, thought I had everything ready to go. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't keep the water. And then I saw a leak. So my husband, he took and has a plastic welder and fixed the barrel for me. And it doesn't seem to be leaking now. It's held water for 2 days. So now I'm going to get these planted. See my hand? This is what leaving a pen or a Sharpie in the greenhouse in the heat will do. Okay, so yeah. But anyhow, here's some scribble about how I have thought about doing my hydroponics. Here's a list of stuff. Cantaloupe, I don't have any seeds that came up, so I'm not worried about cantaloupe. But I want to try tomatoes. Cucumbers, we use a lot of cucumbers because there's nothing like a good, fresh, homegrown cucumber. Me and my little man and my husband, we just love in our fresh homemade, we both, we all just love having our juice with homegrown cucumbers in it. It just tastes so much better. And they are juicier. Kajari melons, this is my first year. Out of my seeds, I've had 3 come up. So I'm going to put 2 of them in, 1 in the regular garden. I tried to pick things that might have a longer root. Not sure about the acorn and the butternut squash and the spaghetti squash, but we're going to try them in the 55-gallon drums. At least 1 plant of each. I'm going to try a loofah and a moon and stars. That's a watermelon from Haas Tools. And then we'll do a total of 6 plants of tomatoes, different plants. I've got 25 varieties. Actually, I think ended up 27. So if I do 6 plants, that's 12 varieties. Or no, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 varieties. I will probably pick like a currant, a cherry, like a big red slicing one, and you know, like an Amish paste, something of that nature. I've also got buckets that I do have pepper seeds finally coming up over in the house, the ones that are attached to the window. So I'm going to plant, obviously, some of them in the garden, but I'm also going to do some in the buckets and see how they grow. And then I have 3 bins from, see that right there? That was my beans over the winter that we had in the basement. I'm going to use one of those for at least 2 zucchini plants, because that's what I found last year. The roots did not go deep enough into the water, and that's what, into the water and the chemicals, and that eventually made it die out. But it grew great, had a lovely harvest. Such a healthy plant up until the roots didn't reach the water any longer. So I'm going to try them in a smaller container this year and see if that helps. So I had enough of the chemicals to get all but 2 55-gallon drums done. If these bags had been full, I'd have definitely had more than enough, but went to Amazon to try and order this, and guess what, guys? Not sure if it's because of the virus or what, but no can do. Ended up getting a hold and ordering off of eBay. Cost me about $40. It'll be a couple weeks, so we'll just have to make do until we can get them. Look at, I don't know. So let's get on with the next step of getting some plants in. Okay, guess what, guys? I've never used these clay pellets before. And it might be a little bit of a mistake to plant them today because we got high winds, because we got storms coming in. But you know what the beauty of this is? I have so many extra that if they do die off, I've got plenty. So I'm setting that down and throw some of these pellets in. I want the plant in the center, that off to the side. Let's move things over a little bit. Nope, I want the roots down. Oh, this might be a little bit of a pain. I will get it figured out. There we go. Let's put it behind it. One thing about these pellets, they are light. Like I said, I've never used the pellets before. I'm trying to be gentle. And I'm going to call that good, at least for now. And if I need to add more later, I will. The little name tag for it. Brad's Atomic Grapes. Stick it right in there. And then one done. And we're on to the next. There's one done. Now we're going to go on to the next. So on this side of the barrel, we're going to do a Dad's Sunset. And I'm choosing smaller tomato plants to put in here than the bigger ones, just because, why not? I don't have any of these yet in the garden, as I ran out of room in the rows I had specified, so I've got to rearrange the big garden anyhow. and figure out where everything else is going in there, which is 1 minute I think, oh geez, I have tons of extra room, and then I start thinking, oh, I wanted to plant this, I wanted to plant that. How am I going to fit it all? So it's actually proven to be more complicated. So I go through this every year though. This is an ongoing dilemma. Where am I going to put this? Then half of it, dies out, and then I have extra room, so I plant something else. It's all a learning experience. But there we go. 1 barrel completely done. This is a Dad's Sunset tomato. And we're going to stick that right on in. And voila! Only 10 more barrels to go, and they're all done. And at this rate, won't be long at all. I've got 3 more barrels over here I'm going to get done, get the other side done, minus the 2 that I got to wait for chemicals for. So, hope this helps you guys, and hope you stay tuned. Hit the like button, subscribe, and come along with me and see the progress if there's any throughout the year. And thanks for watching. Toodles! One thing you have to do with the white buckets is you have to put a tarp around and hold it to help keep the sun out because of the algae. The blue barrels, I don't think I'm going to have to do that to. But it has been a couple days, and so far they look good. They all look good. Looks like these cucumbers might have grown a little, but I have to look at my pictures and see. Now this, at the tops, I will put weight around it, and then as the plants get bigger, I will cover around the base more with the plastic. Over here, I made a boo-boo. I was investigating, and my container supposed to go in this hole. I stuck it in this hole. It's somewhere down in the hole. Lost the cantaloupe. So, it is what it is. I'll just have to plant something else in there. I've got another container that can go on this side. So, I'll just put this here. It is what it is. Since it is clear, I lost my my cantaloupe down here. I'm bringing this out, I'm going to have trouble getting the thing down into close enough to the water. So, I'm going to have to hope that I can get the roots down in. That they'll search down close enough and follow down. And I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Oh, so, instead of cantaloupe being here, this is a Blue Bayou pumpkin. So we'll see how this grows. And see how it does. So in this barrel, I'm going to do 2 more homemade pickle plants. And so I'm just going to get them planted, then the barrels will be done. Other than waiting for the chemicals for 2 more. And voila, there they are. They are planted. So now we just wait and see. I really hope we have success. So we wait and see now. Okay guys, so look what finally came in the mail. My chemicals to finish the last 2 barrels and getting them set up for the hydroponics. Yay! So come on, let's get it done. Then all of them will be done. I do have 2 plants that it looks like I've lost, so I will have to replace. So the other day I kind of did a thing and I wasn't thinking, didn't separate good enough. I screwed up. I planted too many plants in the garden and forgot to take the ones out that I wanted for the rest of the barrels. So now I'm kind of scrounging and figuring out what I can throw here and there in there to try. It's all I can try and do. So it is what it is. If you look at this seed, it looks like cucumber, which it should be. Exactly what kind I'm not sure about. I can go in and look and make a possible assumption, but we're going to get that planted here. That's a loofah. So, like over here, these, I have no idea what kind of tomato plants these are. They're just ones that came up after the fact. So, I have 1 tomato plant out there that died in the barrel. So I'll just replace it with one of these and it'll be a surprise on what comes up. And I don't know, it's all got a wait and see process, I guess. It'll be a mystery. We'll make it fun. But I just planted this. If I look at the seed, it looks to me like it's a zucchini. So, and if I look at the plant I just put in the 1 barrel, it looked like a cucumber seed. And I took it out of this, so I'm going to assume it would be another market more. So, if it takes, we'll see on that too. So in this last barrel, we're going to do what looks like yet another cucumber. And another mysterious tomato. And then all the big barrels will be done. So in this barrel, the loofah did not survive. Neither did, I think it was a cucumber. So I had some type of a plant coming up. Not sure what it is. So I put that in this side. This is a cantaloupe. I'm putting in this side. And we'll see if these survive. And we'll go from there. All the others are doing really good. They're doing excellent so far. Love it. Well guys, all my barrels are all set up, all planted now. I've got a couple containers to do with zucchini, and I'm just waiting on pepper plants to try and put them in the barrels and see how it all goes. So thanks guys for watching. Hope this helped. Hope it provided some information. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Stay safe, keep gardening, and have a great day guys. Toodles!